Hello everybody and welcome to my Black Ops 2 zombie theory video. This theory is why I think that Weasel from Mob of the Dead is the Avogadro from Transit. Hope I said that right. But yeah, so on with the theory. First off, I kind of want to make it known that I believe that Mob of the Dead does take place in either hell or the underworld, whatever you want to call it. Some type of place like that. And I'm gonna sit here and explain why I think that too, but it really, it goes apart with why we actually have Mob of the Dead and stuff like that. So basically, Mob of the Dead is set in hell or the underworld because, well, for one, you can tell by the dogs, because there's three dog heads. And what has three dog heads is Haides, and he goes in the underworld, so it's right there. The dog heads take 6 zombies to fill up them, I guess. They need six zombies, and when you get 3, 6, 6, 6, and we all know that's kind of, we all know about that. And like any zombie map we've played in, there really hasn't been just so much blood and gore, except for maybe like Asylum, which I kind of actually have a theory about that too, but that's for another video. But like, we haven't had that much blood and gore. Like, it's just random though. It's like, this used to be a prison. Why is there so much dead bodies and everything in a prison? Why are there zombies in a prison? So, especially on a prison that's on an island. So like, I don't know. So that's why I think that it should be in hell. And also, you also have that voice, and we don't know who's controlling the zombies there because the zombies' eyes are red. But I believe that the person that controls the zombies there is either Satan or Hades himself, because, who else is going to control? They say when you go to hell that you are placed in torture. You're basically tortured forever, and whenever you like die or something like that, like die in quotation marks, you will get revived and you'll relive it again. So like, obviously that's kind of easy to tell that these guys are reliving what they've done again. They have to redo what they've done because of their past sins. And each of these guys are kind of bad either way, so they got some pretty bad sins on them, so they're going to be living some tough torture. But the only person, and I don't know why yet, but the only person that can seem to remember that they're being tortured over and over again is Weasel. And I think it might be because of the fact that he wasn't actually killed in the electric chair. The other 3 were killed in the electric chair. He was shot. So I think that might be a reason why he is able to remember. But anyway, since you're in this unending cycle because you're being, tortured, when you play Mob of the Dead and you actually do the Easter egg, and you take the plane 3 times, you go you go in the afterlife to the bridge, then you're able to either kill Weasel. Depending on who you are, you can kill Weasel, or Weasel can kill you. If Weasel kills the other characters, unlike what it did in the real story, in their story, all 3 of them killed Weasel. But if Weasel kills them, then it says the cycle is broken. Now, the cycle isn't really supposed to be broken in hell, so you can't really break the cycle. But he ended up doing it. So I think that's the good ending, is when Weasel kills all the other people. And when you break the cycle, well, he just broke the cycle. What's he going to do? Where is he now? I think that Weasel got out of hell or something like that, but like, since it's like kind of like impossible to do that, he didn't have like a body to go to. He doesn't have like a body to go to at all. So he went up into the overworld, like where we are, where the main characters are, and for whatever reason he got trapped. Like, either somebody trapped him or something like that in this machine. Now, in transit, when you go to the power room and you activate the power, this thing called the Avogadro comes out, and he goes up into the air, and like a little bit later, if there's like a storm or something like that, he'll come down and he'll try to kill you. Well, at least I think he does kill you. Whether it's intentional or not, I'm not really sure, but he does try to shock you and shit. And this shocking is exactly the same to the afterlife kind of thing in Mob of the Dead. So he is basically the exact same thing as in Mob of the Dead. In Mob of the Dead, you electrocute stuff to power it. In transit, he's shocking us using electricity to try to kill us, and he looks the exact same as in the afterlife and stuff like that. So it looks the exact same that Avogadro does in the afterlife, and he has the same powers as in the afterlife. And also, one of the biggest things I realized is in Mob of the Dead, when Weasel gets hit by a zombie, he'll make like this screeching sound. Like he'll go, like, I can't do it, but he'll make like this sound that he got hit, and like he'll yelp. And then when in transit, when you hit the Avogadro, he'll make a yelping sound. It'll be like a deeper yelping sound, but it'll be a yelping sound, which sounds like you hit him. And it's like the same thing. Like, no thing's gonna make like the same thing and be so close together. Like, it's not going. It makes sense, you know. Like, it's hard to explain, but it makes sense because nothing's gonna be so close together and make so much sense. So like, he's like the Avogadro, and I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know why he's in that machine, but I do believe that because we got him out or something, I think that the towers that we're trying to power up, we're trying to like get the Avogadro to different places or something like that. We're trying to we're trying to start up cell towers or whatever, and I think we're trying to get the Avogadro to different places. I think that's what Richtofen or Maxis wants. I'm not really sure about that, but that also it goes along because, like, why would we have the Mob of the Dead? Okay, if we have Mob of the Dead, that explains the Avogadro. If you understand it, if you watch this theory video, okay, you can understand that that's the Avogadro now. But like, okay, what's up with Avogadro? He's got to be something more than just a boss, you know? He's got to do something more. So, like, I think that he plays a big part in this, and whether we see something else in hell, like maybe, I don't know, maybe Dempsey and them died and they're in hell and now they gotta escape, and maybe Richtofen is trying to figure out a way to see how Weasel gets out of the afterlife and gets to his real body again, and maybe he knows like Dempsey and them died, so maybe Richtofen wants to try to do that, get them out of hell and try to get them back to, you know, back to being alive. So I don't know, that's just my theory video. That's what I think. Thank you for watching. Please comment on what you think. If you have any suggestions for the theory, I'd love to hear them. But anyway, thank you and goodbye.